Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's been a pretty calm day. We've been kind of preparing for a hurricane that's supposed to be passing through or passing by us. It shouldn't be too bad. It's not, well, where I live, it's not going directly on land where we live, but it is coming close. And so we've been kind of just hanging out at home. We're prepared enough. We have plenty of water, plenty of food in case, the weather does get bad. My husband and my oldest daughter but they were told to come home early because they were closing the college where they work. So yeah, so I'm hoping it's not going to get too bad right now. Or today it's been like drizzling all day, on and off, hard rain, sprinkling. Right now it's just sprinkling. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. So tonight is, I think, when we're supposed to get the bad weather. So it's kind of scary because we get a lot of tornado warnings, tornado watches. So if we don't get bad weather from the hurricane, it could be from a tornado, but I'm hoping that's not the case. Usually isn't. We've been through many hurricanes and a lot worse than this one that's going through too. So hopefully this will just be like a really bad storm, hoping the electricity doesn't go out. So I guess we'll just have to see. So yeah, like I said, right now it's just, gloomy and, a little rainy, but I'm about to make dinner and I'll show you what I'm making. But first, I'm gonna show you what it looks like outside. See, right now it's not too bad. It's just, like I said, gloomy, not too windy yet, just a little wind, sky, kind of cloudy. Can't really see it much on camera, but it's very gloomy and the sky is very cloudy. Like I said, it's been raining all day, so that's the way it's been. It actually stopped. It was raining a little bit ago. So like I said, it's been, oops, my camera, it's been on and off raining all day, but hopefully it's not going to get too bad. Tonight for dinner, I'm gonna make portobello mushroom pizzas, but I don't have pasta sauce or marinara sauce, so I'm gonna try to make my own with what I have. I accidentally used it, so my sister actually left some leftover tomato paste and vegetable stock from when she came over and made dinner. So I'm gonna use that and see how it comes out. I emptied 2 cans of this Rotel in here and I brought it up to a boil or a simmer. I'm gonna let that simmer down for a little bit and maybe I'll add another can, not sure, but I also have some veggie stock and some tomato paste that I can add as well. And then I still have to add the seasonings. I'm hoping it turns out good. I ended up adding 2 more cans because it did reduce down a good amount, so kind of adding a couple more cans. So I'm gonna let this simmer down and then I'm gonna start adding the seasonings and the tomato paste, and if it needs more liquid, I'm gonna add the vegetable stock. Okay, I let it reduce down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. I don't really measure. A little bit of onion powder. Then a little bit of paprika. Also gonna add some Italian seasoning. Put quite a bit of that. I wish I had oregano, but I ran out of oregano. So I'm gonna stir that. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of my leftover tomato paste. Gonna add a pretty big spoonful of that. And then a little bit of the vegetable stock. I'll stir that up. Let that come to a simmer. I might add a little bit more of the vegetable stock because I know it's gonna reduce more. I know I'm not going to use all of this sauce because it is quite a bit, so I can actually save it for something else. Well, depending on how much sauce everybody wants. So, I'm going to let this come up to a simmer. And I might add a little bit of sugar. I normally do when I make spaghetti sauce, but because the cans of Rotel was a little bit spicy. So another spoon. Actually, I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit in. It looks like a chunky sauce. I'm gonna taste it. I mean, I know it needs to simmer a little bit more. Probably needs a little bit more sugar. Because like I said, it was a little spicy. Alright, so I'm going to let it simmer a little bit more and then I'm going to check back. Okay, so it's been simmering for a little bit and it's actually looking really good. I added just a little bit more vegetable stock in there. It's actually reduced. I really like how it turned out. I tasted it. It tastes really good. So now I'm going to prepare my portobello mushroom caps. So I lined a baking sheet with foil and then I'm just going to put the caps on here and prepare them for the oven. Okay, so I have my cleaned portobello mushroom caps on a foil lined baking sheet, and I'm gonna take the sauce that I made and put them in each cap. Actually turn off the burner. I'm just gonna use cooking canola spray. I'm just gonna spray each cap. I was gonna use olive oil, but it was right there. So I preheated my oven to 400 degrees. Now I'm gonna take the sauce and put it in these giant caps. Okay, now I'm going to use some mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle it on top. Okay, so now I have some turkey pepperoni I'm gonna add. I wish I had olives. But that's okay, it should still be good. So I'm gonna stick these in the oven for about 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes, and then I'll show you when they're done.
The rain's starting to come now.
Whoa. It's about 10 o'clock or so. Can't really see much of the rain, but slowly making its way.
The yard's already starting to puddle.
Uh-oh. See, the rain just comes and goes.
Don't know if you can see the wind starting to pick up. All right, I better go inside. It's the next morning. It's about 10:30 or so. Still raining. Not as bad. The bad weather was mainly last night, like overnight, and really early this morning. Yeah, we had to put the basketball hoops down just in case the wind got bad. But yeah, it's just been drizzling, raining all morning. Early when my husband and daughter left for work, it was pretty bad. So hopefully by the time they come home, well, I know they come home at different times. Hopefully it'll be like this or better. So we survived the tropical storm. Well, it turned into a category 1, which isn't too bad. We didn't lose power. We didn't lose anything. So we did good. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.